And you want me to send you to Australia.
Have you never heard of a good old Australian welcome?
You found her, huh?
All just out trying to dig up something solid.
I'm gonna go take a shower. Care to join me?
Well, his car was blown up with him in it about 5 years ago, supposedly.
I don't deal with gangsters.
Stella, cut to the chase, please. Let's all sit back, relax, and wait for the police.
Flight 716 for Auckland, now boarding at gate 36.
Flight 111 to Canberra has been delayed. Please consult arrival monitor for further information. Flight 111 to Canberra has been delayed. Please consult arrival monitor for further information.
I got here too late. The suitcase is on the bloody plane. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I got my passport with me. Okay. Okay, look, no worries, mate. I'm gonna have to go. Listen, you got any space on the Los Angeles flight?
It leaves in 15 minutes, sir.
I know when it bloody leaves, but I wanted a ticket on it.
I have space available. Do you have your passport with you?
Yes.
Do you have any luggage?
What's it bloody hell's it look like, love?
Ladies and gentlemen, Transglobal Airlines, Flight 604, originating in Sydney, Australia, is now beginning its final approach into Los Angeles International Airport. Please meet arriving passengers at Gate 26, International Arrivals.
How'd you happen to come over and find her?
Well, I knew Alice was back because she picked up her newspapers and things. So I came over to hear about her trip, and there she was.
What do you got, Barney?
She's got bruises on the inner side of her forearms, like somebody grabbed her and shook her before she was strangled.
Her jewelry and her cash are untouched, but her purse and luggage has been searched. Well, she got here this morning from Sydney, Australia. What about it, McCall? You got any ideas?
What a brilliant deduction. Someone was looking for something.
Maybe drugs?
From Australia?
No, this does not look like the residence of a drug trafficker.
We've got at least 2 prints that don't match hers, and they're fresh.
His name is Alan Travers, Caucasian male, 38 years old, current residence Paddington, New South Wales in Australia. 3 arrests burglary, no convictions. 1 arrest assault and burglary, no conviction. This guy had a pretty good attorney. I think that Alice McGonigal must have brought something pretty important into Los Angeles.
I'll bet you 3 to 1 the killer is out of the country.
All right, I'll bet you lunch, because I think the answer's here.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out.
Travers split. He spent a grand total of 3 hours in our fair land and headed back to Sydney.
You owe me 3 very large lunches.
So, he's an Australian problem now.
Well, the murder occurred here, Ambrose. It's our problem.
The Aussie police will pick him up. The DA will extradite him, which means that you 2 are available for the next case up.
I'd like one of my lunches now, please.
Excuse me. I was told to speak with Detective Hunter.
That's me, Annie.
The woman who was killed, Alice McGonigal, she was my grandmother. I'm Celia McGonigal.
Celia, how are you, honey? This is Sergeant McCall.
This came in the mail this morning, addressed to me from Sydney, Australia. From the handwriting, I know my grandmother sent it.
Well, was anything with it, like a note or a letter?
No. And she always wrote me long letters whenever she went on vacation. It's not like her at all to just send something.
Of course, you know what we have here, don't you?
I'm a MacGuffin. Well, that's not Travers. Travers is blonde.
Do you have a magnifying glass?
What, do you see something?
That's Stella Graham.
Stella Graham? You mean the one that wore dresses cut up to her armpits and drove the red Porsche?
That was Phyllis. Stella was way before your time. She's been missing for the last 3 years. We had a dinner engagement about 3 years ago, and she never showed up.
And?
Well, nothing illegal. She just disappeared.
Well, as far as you knew, she was dead.
Yep.
Well, tell me this. Were you in love with her?
No, I was not in love with her, and she was not in love with me. But we did have a lot of fun.
The Board of Supervisors wants to know the gas mileage every time an officer travels to Santa Monica. And you want me to send you to Australia.
Charlie, the Board of Supervisors would also like to have this murder case solved. Now, to make matters worse, Alice McGonigal, she worked for the Los Angeles Times. Now, the Los Angeles Times would also like to have this murder case solved.
The Times, huh? What'd she do there?
She worked in the morgue. She worked in the department that clips out the articles and the stories about VIPs. She worked there for 30 years, and they are very upset.
There is no way you're going to identify this guy from this photograph. And this woman looks like she just happened to be there.
Captain, it's obvious. Alice McGonigal recognized him and she snapped his picture. Now, he sent someone to get the picture back and to take care of her. But he came back empty-handed because she sent the film back here to her granddaughter.
So what? The Australian police can put this thing to bed better and faster than we can. It's their territory.
Charlie, it's not their case.
Sergeant Hunter, your overseas call has come in on line 63.
Thank you. Hello. When did that happen? Yes. Well, tell him thank you. Thank you very much. It was the Sydney police. They found Alan Travers, dead as a doornail.
I can't send the both of you. If you want to go, you got to go alone.
It's all right. I can hold down things here.
We can shop.
McCall, it's not going to help to blow this up any larger. The ring is just going to get bigger and fuzzier, not clearer.
You know, I don't understand this. We can put cameras on Mars and take nice, clear pictures, but you can't do this?
The old lady used a typical $49 tourist camera. Camera on Mars cost $20 million.
George, I need this. Come on, help me out.
Okay. Maybe they can help us over at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena. They have a computer they use for space photos to enhance details.
Great. I knew you'd come through for me. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Australia. We will be landing at the Sydney airport in a few minutes. Please fasten your seat belts, put your seats in the upright position, and extinguish your cigarettes. Thank you for flying Transglobal.
Flight 716 for Auckland, now boarding at gate 36. Flight 716 for Auckland, now boarding at gate 36. Paging Miss Jan Ma to the VIP reception area, please. Miss Jan Ma to the VIP
Answer?
reception area.
I'm Desmond Evans with the New South Wales CIB.
Oh, great.
Want to give me your passport?
This is the final boarding call. Flight 16 to Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. Now leaving gate 4. Final boarding.
This is Russell Woodward, my partner.
Russell,
G'day,
how
mate.
are you?
How are
Pleasure. Gee, I didn't expect a welcoming committee.
Have you never heard of a good old Australian welcome? Come on, we'll take you to the hotel, get you checked in.
Terrific, thanks. Thank you.
Flight 78 to Brisbane, now.
Come on in.
Room okay?
Yeah, very nice. Can I get you guys anything?
No, we've got to get going, but if there's anything you want, anything you need, give us a call and we'll try and provide.
That's because we don't want you to get into any trouble that isn't necessary.
I appreciate that. There is one thing. Have you ever seen this woman? Her name is Stella Graham.
I reckon Desmond here knows every bird in Australia. Don't you, Des?
Well, almost. Pity I missed out on this one.
Do you think she's got something to do with Travers? That bloke who got knocked off after he arrived here from Los Angeles?
That all depends on who that fellow is. You'll notice Stella's in the shot.
Is this the picture Alice McGonagall took?
Yeah.
Are you sure they're together, mate?
No, I'm not sure. That's one of the things I got to find out.
Is Stella Graham the name she'd be using here?
I doubt it. She worked in a bank in Los Angeles. I think we should probably start with the banks here in Australia.
So we may be looking at a major expenditure in shoe leather on this one.
Yeah.
Look, Spud, we go off duty in a bit, but we'll jump all over this thing first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll stay in touch with you, mate.
Appreciate that very much. Did you guys find out who killed Travers?
No, we came up empty on that one, but we're still working on it.
Good. Thanks very much.
Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're early.
Good morning. G'day, mate.
I've been going through Travers' file. You might like to start with his girlfriend, Kate Scanlon. She's a barmaid at the Cross. Very uncooperative. If you talk to her, don't let her know you're a cop. Because whoever killed her boyfriend's got a running scared.
I'll start there. I'll need directions.
Oh, Hunter, if you're planning on using your gun, I'm going to have to authorize it with the commissioner.
Okay.
So until then... Thanks, mate.
I think you'll find it out of that one.
G'day, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yank, are you?
Yep.
What'll it be?
Beer.
New or old?
What do you mean, new or old?
New is light, old is dark. You'd like the new.
Give me a new one.
You'd have some clean air?
No, actually, I'm here on business. My company sells RPM systems for lathes.
Lathes?
Yeah, thank you.
Funny. You look like an American cop.
Well, I'm not a cop. Thanks for the compliment, but, you see, my company makes voltage-controlled RPM systems for lathes that work with servo feedback loops. Would you like to hear about the loops?
I don't think so.
That's better.
G'day, Freddie. Part of the usual?
Another beer, Richard?
Yes, please. You know, you remind me of a girl back in the States. She's very pretty. Are you married?
Well, you might say I'm married to this pub.
Well, perhaps I could take you to a better one.
The last thing I want to do when I get out of here is go to another pub.
Thank you. Well, maybe we could go out to a nice restaurant in Sydney. Would you like that?
Why?
Why not?
Okay. My name's Kate. And if you really mean it about tonight, you can pick me up at 10:30.
Good, 10:30 it is. Write down your address for me.
Well, here's a bloke who believes in being on time.
How are you?
I'm running a bit behind myself. Pull up a pew.
Turn around. Nice and easy, right? Put your hands on top of your head.
Look, I just came for dinner. Look, you guys are making a very, very large mistake. All I really want to do is get a good meal.
Where's the photograph?
What photograph?
The snapshot, the one the old lady took. You've got it, and we want it. You want to give that to me, or I'll blow your kidneys out.
It's in my breast pocket.
You don't want to move, mate. She'll shoot you.
Easy, Kate, now. I don't know what's going on here, but just give me the gun. You gonna shoot me? Come on. Come on, give me the gun. Come on.
Kate!
Good. I'll run a check on it, see what I come up with. Oh, Commissioner okayed it.
Terrific, thanks. You know, you're right about Kate Scanlon. She's a scared girl.
I called Kate Scanlon's boss. He said she called in and said she was quitting, not to send her final paycheck because she didn't have a forwarding address.
Yeah. Well, whoever was that sent those guys after me wants to make sure that he's not recognizable in that photograph.
You know, this bloke must be pretty important. Probably an American if the old American lady recognized him.
That's the way I look at it. Yeah. How about Stella Graham?
No, nothing on her yet. Not through the want of trying either.
Thanks for this.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Rick. It's been a long, long time. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, I know who this is.
Can we get together?
Where?
The bedroom of Suite 1506 at the Hotel Royale. Hurry.
Hi, Stella. You look terrific.
So do you.
Now, where's that bedroom?
The police are showing a picture of me at the banks here in Sydney. The name they have is Stella Graham, and the picture's one you took of me at Mammoth Mountain. Why? What happened? Or did you just start missing me like I've been missing you?
Stella, if you'd had the decency to send me a postcard and tell me why you disappeared 3 years ago, you could have saved the taxpayers of Los Angeles an awful lot of money.
I couldn't.
Why?
If you want to know why I disappeared, as you put it, you're going to have to screw up a little interest in the international money market.
Stella, what name are you using here in Australia?
Lauder, Ann Lauder, L-A-U-T-E-R. Let's say a man wants to buy an electronics system from the United States. At the official exchange rate, the cost of the system is $1 million. He gets in touch with a specialist who knows how to bypass the official rate and get it for him at a savings of, say, $100,000. There are a lot of those specialists around, and I'm one of them. I was one in L.A. In fact, the job at the bank was just a helpful cover. Oh, don't get me wrong, I wasn't doing anything illegal, but the people that I was dealing with, it's usually illegal at their end.
Stella, cut to the chase, please.
It's a risky business, and I got burned. I was buying dollars with yen, and the transaction got delayed. The value of the dollar went up, and I didn't have the spread.
Well, how much money are we talking about?
I had to come up with $1 million American dollars, and I didn't have it. It's a dangerous game, Rick, if you don't have a lot of capital, and I didn't. I got in way over my head, and I had to hide, which is why I couldn't send you that postcard.
So is that what you are now here, as a specialist?
Yeah. But I'm a lot more careful now. And it's all very legal. Still angry?
I've been thinking about that for the last 3 years, Stella. And what I've decided is, you need a good spanking.
I hope you like your eggs scrambled.
I like it anyway. Bring them over.
Rick, how did you know I was in Australia?
Hey, hand me my jacket there, honey. Sit down. Remember that photograph?
Yes, I do remember it. It was only about 8 or 10 days ago. Someone took a picture of a man and he threw his arm up and scared me nearly half to death. And then I think he chased after whoever took the picture.
You weren't with the fellow in this photograph?
Certainly not. I was shopping alone. Who is he? In fact, where is he?
Well, I cropped him out. The man in this photograph is after this picture. He wants to see if he's recognizable.
Who is he, Jimmy Hoffa?
You don't know?
No. And you're not going to tell me either, are you? Okay. I'm going to go take a shower. Hey, care to join me?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Hunter.
Well, hello, Sergeant.
I've got some real interesting news for you. Did you notice that our mystery man, the guy that didn't want his picture taken, was wearing a ring?
So?
Well, I took the negative to the Jet Propulsion Lab, and I had them enhance it electronically, you know, like what they do with boulders on Mars. And I sent the processed copy of this ring to the FBI. They had a record on this thing. Are you ready for this? It's the class ring of a parochial school in Trenton, New Jersey.
That's interesting.
It's just that this school had one famous graduate. The guy never took his ring off. I mean, he was superstitious about it. He never took it off.
I give. Who was it?
Anthony Trenton Tony Paris.
Tony Paris. Come on. He was blown up in a car 5 years ago.
I know that. As a matter of fact, he was blown to bits. They identified the body by the ring and by his dental records. The ring was claimed by his family, and the dentist died a couple of years later. The FBI says the bombing saved Paris from a long prison term because apparently they were getting ready to bust him.
Very nice piece of police work, McCall.
Thank you. I figure it could have been somebody else's body in the car, and the dental records could have been cooked, right? So, what's your story?
Oh, just out trying to dig up something solid.
Where were you last night? Don't tell me I got the time zones mixed up either.
No, you didn't. Like I say, I was out trying to dig up something solid.
You found her, huh?
Goodbye. I'll call you later. Yellow.
Is this my gang friend?
You got a lot of guts calling me here, Kate. How'd you find me?
Harry, the bloke with the popped face. He told me who you are. And I found your hotel by ringing a dozen of them. I need to see you.
No, you don't. No, thank you. You already set me up once. I'm not going to give you a second chance at it.
Listen, I think I can do you a favor, but I can't talk about it on the phone.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to come here then.
Okay. I'll come over there. When?
Meet me outside the elevator on the second floor at 3 o'clock.
I'll be there.
Hi.
Hello. I want to be as close to you as I can possibly get.
I got here early because I have to leave you again in exactly 1 hour.
Oh, no.
Can we have dinner here tonight?
Certainly.
Thank you. 6:30. I know that's early, but I want to go to bed early, too, before I get tired or sleepy or anything like that.
Good thinking. You know Tony Paris?
Well, I've heard of him, of course. The mobster, is that who you mean?
That's who I mean.
Why are you asking me this? You don't think he's the man in the picture, do you? He's dead.
Well, his car was blown up with him in it about 5 years ago, supposedly.
Rick, I don't deal with gangsters. The people I deal with aren't exactly members of elite clubs, but they don't go around blowing each other up. Do you still think I know who that man was?
You're piecing this together very nicely.
Well, I don't. And I never knew Tony Paris either. Let's eat. I'm starving.
You're very pretty today.
Thanks.
Should I bother with underneath the bed? Okay, Kate. What can I do for you?
I need some money. $300. It'll get me to Melbourne, and I can stay there till all this is settled or forgotten. I have a sister there. She's married. They won't find me there.
Well, what are you worried about?
Harry blames me for not using that gun when I had the chance. He came to the pub looking for me. He thinks I did it on purpose to help you.
Well, what do I get for my 300 bucks?
I'll tell you where you can find Harry. You do want to know, don't you?
Well, sure I do.
This is where he lives. He won't be there now, but he will sometime after 6 or 7.
What can you tell me about Alan Travers' business?
He never talked business to me. I really, truly don't know who he worked for or what he was up to. I really don't.
But he did know Harry.
Yeah. They were mixed up together.
You'll get your money as soon as I find out you're not trying to set me up again.
Look, Harry forced me to sit you up. I've got nowhere to go. I can't go back to my flat.
Okay, you can stay here. Use the phone, order room service. Oh, and, have you ever heard of a fellow by the name of Tony Paris?
No. Who is he?
If the phone rings, don't answer it. Excuse me. Did Ann Lauder in room 1506 leave a message for me? Rick Hunter.
That room is unoccupied. The party in room 1506 was a Mrs. Mary Clark, but she checked out at 1 p.m.
Are you sure about that?
She checked out at 1 p.m. today, sir. She checked in yesterday.
Excuse me, sir. Aren't you the gentleman I seated at table 12?
Yeah, I am.
Would be using the table, sir?
Doesn't look like it. I'm very sorry.
If you'd like to sit there and wait, you certainly may.
Oh, well, the last time that happened, I was kept waiting for 3 years. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Put your hands on the wall. Move it! Don't move, Harry. I wouldn't want to have to shoot you. In the chair. Come on. Come on. Sit down. Now, Harry, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I want you to tell me the name of the man that sent you to take that photograph away from me.
I don't know that bloke. I mean, he came up to Oni and me at the pub at Cape Works. Gave us a dough and told us what he wanted. Didn't give us a name.
Harry, I want you to tell me what I want to know, or I'm going to throw you out that window. Give me the name. Let's go, Harry. Don't turn around. I want you to see where you're going. See you, Harry.
All I got was an address where I was supposed to send the picture. I swear that's all I got.
Turn around. Come on. Let me have it. Baranga Station, New Devon, Northern Territory. Where the hell is this?
New Devon is in the outback. I mean, you'll have to hire a four-wheeler to take you there. Or a plane if you're in such a bloody hurry.
Sit down. Come on.
All right, all right.
Now, you gave me an address. Now I want a name. Or so help me, I'm gonna blow out your kidneys.
I swear I don't know. Go ahead and shoot me. I don't know. What are you doing, mate?
Give me the police.
I'll give you what you asked for, then you squeal to the cops.
Sit down, Harry. Sit down. Yes, ma'am. This is Sergeant Hunter. I'm working with Evans and Woodward of your CIB. I've just made an arrest. I need some assistance, please. Yes, I'll hold.
Look, mate, that address was dinkum. Why don't you be a good bloke and just let me slip away into the night?
Harry, I'm not gonna tell you again. Shut up and sit down. Yes, ma'am. Good. I'm at 410 Edmonton. Yeah, room 312. I will. Thank you very much.
Come on in, Oni.
Hi, Oni. Get your hands up here. Move it! Sit down on the couch, Harry. Okay, Oni. Get your hands up there. Sit on the couch, Oni. There. Let's all sit back, relax, and wait for the police.
Who is it?
It's me. Open up. Very cute.
Covers more, too. The phone only rang once.
Yeah?
Evans? Wake up, it's Hunter.
What's the bloody time?
2:30 a.m.
This better be urgent.
It is. I just had 2 suspects arrested. I don't want them talking to anybody for the next 24 hours. Second of all, and most importantly, I need to talk to you at your office right now.
Okay, listen, give me an hour, and I'll see you there. I live on the South Bank.
You got it.
You leaving again?
Yeah, in 45 minutes.
45 minutes? That's a long time.
Look, fellas, your own computer printout sheet shows that the Baranga station is owned by a Leon Burkett. I think Burkett is Tony Paris. Now, before it gets too late, let's get the warrant, fly to the Outback, and serve the guy.
And how do we get the court to issue the warrant? What's the basis for it?
2 counts of murder, 1 attempt on my life.
Yeah, sure, I can get a warrant. But supposing this Mr. Burkett turns out to be a fine, upstanding citizen. You're gone, and me and my partner here are left looking like a pair of dills.
So when Burkett's on his station, his mates fly in. Like putting the cat amongst the pigeons. There's never any trouble, though.
Is this a working ranch, or is it just a place for Burkett to get away from the city?
Oh, no, business. Cattle, mostly. But he's not fair dinkum country. I believe he's got a job in the city.
Seems awfully lonesome out here.
In the Outback, Sergeant Hunter, a man can see further and see less than anywhere in the world. Privacy was invented here.
Does Burkett have an accent?
I've never met him, but they say he's Canadian.
That's what he says. How far till we get to Burkett Station?
You've been on it for the last 20 minutes. The homestead's just over those trees, and the chain gates are about 2 chain down the road.
Texans come here to learn humility.
So what's the plan, boys?
Well, it would help if one of us knew what he looked like.
I know what he looks like.
In that case, all we do, we drive in, grab him, and haul him off.
Maybe our problem's about to be solved.
You blokes are on private property.
G'day, Jack. I didn't know you were working out this far.
G'day, Constable.
You're Ferguson.
Yeah, what's the idea of the rifles?
Didn't know it was you, Constable, but this is private property.
When I have a warrant, no property's private. I intend to serve it, so you can put down those guns.
Mr. Burkett said to stop you.
Yeah, he said to stop you and turn you back where you come from.
If you do, you'll be breaking the law. Not only that, but you'll be risking your lives. I'm armed, I intend to come through.
Come on, they're stalling us, Ferguson. See that airplane? It's coming in here to pick up Burkett. We need those rifles.
Hand out those rifles, come on.
Hey, don't be stupid, fellas. This has nothing to do with us.
The next shots could blow your petrol tank.
Tony Paris, that's him.
The pilot will step out of the plane. The pilot will please step out with his hands raised.
Stella.
I have here a warrant for the arrest of Tony Paris, also known as Leon Burkett. You two will be held for questioning. Into the Jeep, please.
I want a moment with her, please.
Go ahead.
Stella, what the hell are you doing? How'd you get mixed up with this jerk?
Rick, you're the only man I ever knew that I didn't use. But money came first, and Tony Paris supplied my capital. 2 more years, and I would have had enough to quit.
Well, I don't know how deeply you're involved in this thing, but I have an idea you're going to be able to write me those postcards.
Not too many, I hope.
Come on.